10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam 2020, sponsored by Gillies, Ace Hardware, and Lon Smith Roofing. I'm George Dunham of 96.7, 1310 The Ticket. This is normally not how we do Jub Jam. This is our 9th year to benefit the senior source of Greater Dallas. We were going to be in the big room at Gillies. We expected a crowd of over 1,000 people this year to hear a great lineup of music. But where we have been now with COVID-19 for the last 5 months, a lot of things aren't possible. We're trying to make the best that we can of a different situation. And I've got a lot of good friends who are here to help me out tonight. Some of my favorite musicians from the Texas music scene here on stage with me right now. Via satellite, Bobby Duncan from New Jersey, Michael Padgett, and Steve Helms, Jub Jam veterans. And thanks to them and countless others who've played through the years like Jonathan Tyler and Wade Bowen and Pat Green, Cody Jinks, kind of a name dropper right now. Yeah, Daryl Dodd, the Damn Quails, Flatland Cavalry. We've had so many. Larry Joe Taylor played the first Jub Jam. We've had so many through the years that have given their time and their talent to help our friends at the Senior Source. An organization's been around now for more than 55 years. They've done so much for the elderly in our area. I certainly have a soft spot for them. My parents went through some very difficult situations late in their life, and luckily they were cared for. But it made me realize there's a lot of people out there who need help, and that's where the Senior Source comes in. They have so many outreach programs that help people place their loved one in a nursing facility or long-term care, or they can also help out with volunteer and employment opportunities for the senior citizens of our area. They do so much, and you can imagine how hard they've been hit for the last 5 months. So tonight, we're going to try to help them out. And with your help, they can provide these services to our elderly free of charge. You can text Jub Jam tonight to 56651. You can Venmo at the Senior Source. You can go to theseniorsource.org. Take part in our live auction that we have going on. It's going to go through tomorrow night. We've got all sorts of great items, like a 2-night stay at a beautiful cottage just down from the silos in Waco, a Traeger grill, all sorts of sports memorabilia. You can have the bird dogs. When it's safe, come play in your backyard. There's so many things. Yeah, that's up for bid tonight. It sure is. So there's so many things where you can get involved tonight. And if you just want to sit back and listen to music live on the Ticket and on Facebook Live, we encourage you to do that too. But I encourage you to help us out tonight if you can. Any sort of donation would be huge. So with that, say hi to my friends. Steve, it's good to see you again. Michael, it's been a while. I know this has been wild for you, musicians who have had no place to play for the last 5 months.
You start thinking outside the box, buddy. How else can we play somewhere and make money and still survive? And, you know, we've been doing a lot of private things and backyard parties, and everybody's been staying apart, but we'll go to your backyard, sing for a few hours. I mean, you know, it's been paying the bills. So yeah. I feel blessed. It could be a lot worse. You know?
Well, we appreciate you being here. You guys have always been there for me, and for the Senior Source too. And I really appreciate that. Michael, it's good to see you again. It's been a while.
You too, man.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. A lot of times Jub Jams end at like 3 or 4 in the morning in places that look a lot like this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't remember.
Yeah, we don't remember some of those times. But it's been great times. And thanks to y'all, we've been able to do some really great things over the last 9 years. And we're just kind of making it up as we go here tonight. But the music is what I love so much. It's what fans of the Ticket and just people who are in the Texas music scene have appreciated. I know you've had just a great time playing this event over the years.
Oh, yeah, it's been awesome, man. I appreciate you always inviting me. And this is, what, my 8th, 7th or 8th?
Yeah, I think it's 8th, yeah.
2 behind Steve, 2 or 3 right there behind Steve and Bobby. But I've been blessed that, that you called me that first time, and I was able to play it, so I appreciate it, man.
Well, it's good to have you back. And Bobby joining us via satellite from New Jersey. He hauled off and moved to New Jersey on us, but he's with us here tonight through the miracle of technology. What's life been like, Bobby, on the Jersey Shore?
Jersey's been great. You know, we came back to Texas for about 10 weeks right when the pandemic broke up here, and by the time we got ready to come home up here, it was starting to escalate rather quickly down there. So we skirted it in both directions a bit, but we're ready to come home, I think, here soon enough, and we'll be back with all of our Texas brothers and sisters, but for now we're hanging in there. It's great to be back at Jub Jam. I know this is a little bit different of a scenario than years prior, but I'm glad we've adapted to do something cool for the people of the Senior Source. Such a great organization. I hate it that we couldn't do a big shindig for them this year, but there's always next year and the many years after, and I look forward to doing that.
Awesome, Bobby. Well, it's good to have you again via satellite from New Jersey, just like you did 8 years ago from Gillies. Why don't you start us off again tonight? Bobby Duncan, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for having me again at Jub Jam. I'll start by playing this song. I have this record that's very close to being finished, and I got the first round of mixes in, and I just love the way this song turned out. I wrote this song about my neighborhood in Fort Worth, Fairmount, and Magnolia Avenue, where everybody hangs and people from all over come and hang out. It's quiet now, quieter than normal, obviously, but it'll be back to life soon, hopefully, and I'll be there to see it, I hope. So this is Down on the Avenue. Morning breaks on Magnolia, the street comes alive around me. With the wind in my face, I slow down my pace as I pass the live oak trees. As callers are all still sleeping, some tabs are left unpaid. The streets get clean to set the scene for the next act in the same old play. When down on the avenue, the place I go to think things through, don't need to know what I'm going to do down on the avenue. Share a bar top with a hippie, or someone chasing fame. See a face you know from some time ago, but you just can't place the name. When down on the avenue, everybody shows up right on cue. They come from all around the feeling too down. Place is made of dreamers and the well-to-do and the near-do-well. Some are users, some are dealers, and they all got their stories to tell. Always leave some part of you down on the avenue. Down on the avenue, yeah. Down on the avenue.
That is Mr. Bobby Duncan from New Jersey. It's Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam with my friends Bobby Duncan, Michael Padgett, and Steve Helms. Coming up, we're going to hear from Matt Hillier of 1100 Springs, Jason Eady, Courtney Patton. We've got Brady Black of the Randy Rogers Band with us here this evening. Matt Boggs of Prophets and Outlaws. The Bird Dogs will play later tonight as well. And we do it all for the Senior Source of Greater Dallas. Should I still say you're from Cleburne, Texas?
Yes.
You're always from Cleburne, Texas, right?
I mean,
I know you live
raised.
other places. You're living in Mexico and Fort Worth. But here he is from Cleburne, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Steve Helms.
I sit here every night on the same bar stool. You show up the same old time with the same old fool. She twirls you around on the dance floor, makes me want you a little more, but that ain't cool. No, that ain't cool. So I order one more round and I just might leave. Tired of this empty feeling, wearing my heart on a sleeve. It should be me. It should be me. Well, she walks by, I say hello. Would you like a drink? It's always no. She puts more coins in the jukebox, thinking it's time for my shot. Hope that's cool. I hope that's cool. So order one more round, I just can't leave. I'm tired of this empty feeling. It's time to make her see. It should be me. It should be me. Me, what I want most. Me, holding you so close. What do I do to make her see? Tell me, what do I do to make her believe? It should be me. So close. What do I do to make her see? Tell me, what do I do to make her believe? It should be me. It should be me.
Yeah, Mr. Steve Helms.
Thank you, buddy.
Did you write that song about Jennifer Aniston?
I did. Are you in my head right now?
I don't know. I don't know. I
wife is
just
really gonna
pulled
be
out a
upset at
random
you.
Hollywood name. Well, we're just getting started with Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam. We got some great music for you tonight. When we come back, we'll hear from Michael Padgett. Remember, you can be a part of this tonight. You can text Jub Jam to 56651. You can Venmo at the Senior Source. You can go to theseniorsource.org, take part in the auction that's going on online here this evening, and get involved in Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam 2020. Great to be back in a different way, but we're glad you're with us on the ticket and Facebook Live. Michael Padgett coming up. Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam, presented by Gillies, Ace Hardware, and Lon Smith Roofing. I'm George Dunham of 96.7, 1310 The Ticket. Michael Padgett, Steve Helms, Bobby Duncan via satellite with us here. We've got so much music for you tonight. Jason Eady, Courtney Patton, Matt Hillier of 1100 Springs is going to be here. Brady Black of the Randy Rogers Band, Matt Boggs, the Bird Dogs. Great time here tonight, and we do it all for a great cause, the Senior Source of Greater Dallas. Go to theSeniorSource.org and be a part and donate here this evening. All right, Michael Padgett, what you got for us tonight? You been writing any? You been doing anything constructive during all this?
No.
That's a no. Okay, we'll take that as a no.
I've written a little bit, but not as much as I was. So
All right. Well, I love all your songs, so whatever you do is going to be great.
This will be Moose Lake.
The great Michael Padgett, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, George. The fog on Moose Lake, it's as thick as I've ever seen. And in with it brought a sad dream. The wildlife's been hiding. I find it kind of hard to breathe. The air is filling up my lungs with a cold steam. Well, I've seen better days, full of pouring rain. I've been soaked to the bone, still I remain the same. I gave up the good life just to be here today. So now I gotta find my way off of Moose Lake. It's been 3 years running now since I made my change. And darling, I know I left you in a panic rage. And I'm too yellow to face you, too scared of what you'd say. I don't want to hear that I'm loser, my own medicine I taste. Well, I've seen better days, full of pouring rain. Been soaked to the bone, still I remain the same. And I gave up the good life just to be here today. So now I gotta find my way off of Moose Lake. Full of pouring rain, been soaked to the bone, still I remain the same. And I gave up the good life just to be here today. So now I gotta find my way off of Moose Lake. Yeah, I gotta find my way off of Moose Lake.
Man, Michael Padgett, love it when y'all do that song together. You know, I just miss listening to you guys, and I just miss live music, and I hope, and I know these have been pretty popular, Facebook Live, and in this case also simulcast on radio, The Ticket, America's favorite radio station. But man, I miss being in a venue somewhere and listening to guys like you.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great. And I miss Bobby. Y'all miss Bobby all the way there in New Jersey.
We have to miss him because he's not here. I wish he'd come home.
He says he's coming home before too long. But let's go back to the Jersey Shore. Here's our good friend Bobby Duncan.
I'm going to play another new song off this record that's almost finished. The song is called Close Enough to Break Your Heart. Really excited about this song. It just sounds so great. The mix is so cool, and I can't wait to share it with everybody. Baby, let's take a ride and not get stuck on how we tried, 'cause we're getting closer to goodbye. Can you hear the sound? Did we try everything? 'Cause I'd give anything. I cut my wings for the chance you'd stick around. This doesn't have to be the end. Who says we gotta give in? We don't have to be apart. We'll take a chance on you and me, and I promise you will see that we can still run from the dark. But it's getting closer, close enough to break your heart. What if we slow down long enough to take in this town, the only one we ever found to call our own? Would it still look the same if we threw it all away and had to see it through our eyes alone? This doesn't have to be the end. Who says we ain't gotta give in? We don't have to be apart. We'll take a chance on you and me, and I promise you will see that we can still run from the dark. But it's getting closer, close enough to break your heart. Baby, I'm ready, as long as you let me take your hand, yeah. This doesn't have to be the end. We can chase it all again. We can still run from the dark. But it's getting closer, close enough to break your heart. Thank you again, George, for having me at Jub Jam, virtual Jub Jam, all the real Jub Jams and all the Jub Jams to come if I can continue to get invited. Love you, Mike and Steve. Miss you guys. Miss you, George. Love you, your whole family.
Bobby Duncan from the shores of New Jersey here tonight on Macho Self Storage Jub Jam presented by Gillies, Ace Hardware, Lon Smith Roofing. I'm George Dunham. Glad to have you with us here tonight. We got Michael Padgett as well, and here he is again from Cleburne, Texas, Mr. Steve Helms.
I love the sound of the jukebox playing, so I sit here while she's staying home, watching reruns on TV. I love the taste of whiskey straight, but the strongest thing she ever takes is a sip from a small glass of Chablis. Though it burns on a different feather, our love keeps us together, and she knows what's wrong with me tonight. I got that Friday night fever. Sometimes a man just needs a breather. She knows I love her and I need her, and I'm no cheater. I just got that Friday night fever. She wouldn't change me if she could. I wouldn't change her, she's too good. Sometimes a man needs a change of pace. I've heard all those come on lines, but I go home at closing time. I know no one could ever take her place. Now she's taking down her hair, but she knows I'll soon be there to give her the love she needs tonight. I got that Friday night fever. Sometimes a man just needs a breather. I love her and I need her, but I'm no cheater. I just got that Friday night fever. I got that Friday night fever. Sometimes a man just needs a breather. She knows I love her and I need her, but I'm no cheater. I just got that Friday night fever.
Yeah. Steve Helms.
Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
You know, I tried to get him here, but he's socially distancing from us. Troy Aikman has been known to jump up at Jub Jam and sing with you.
Yes.
We don't have him here tonight, so.
I know.
I know you've kept in contact with Troy.
Yeah. He's doing good. He's good.
Well,
I think he's out in California by the beach right now.
yeah, I think he is too. He's in a pretty cool spot during all this before hopefully we get the start of football season. Thanks for tuning in to Macho Self Storage Jub Jam. We're having a great time here tonight, raising money for the Senior Source of Greater Dallas. And these are the three friends who've been along really for the entire ride. This is our 9th Jub Jam to help out our friends at the Senior Source. Go to thesenioursource.org and be a part of the process here tonight. All right, Mr. Padgett, what else you got for us this evening?
I think I'm going to do Going Home.
Oh, man. You know how I love that song. You're doing that just for me, aren't you?
Just for you, of course.
Michael Padgett, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a picture in my pocket of you and me in the rain, and there's a smile on your face. Lord, I hope you're okay. And there's reasons why I couldn't make you stay. Lord knows I try to do things your way. So I'm going home to Amarillo. The sun shines every day, and I'll carry in my pocket reasons you push me away. I'm going home. There's a letter on my pillow. It says you're leaving me. There's some things that you said the way I should be. Well, no one can change the way they've always been. But in my eyes I tried to, and I didn't win. So I'm going home, Amarillo. The sun shines every day, and I'll carry in my pocket the reasons you pushed me away. I'm going home. I'm going home, Amarillo. Where the sun shines every day, and I'll carry in my pocket the reasons you pushed me away, and why I can't stay. So I'm going home. I'm going home.
Michael Padgett with some help from Steve Helms, the dynamic trio. I couldn't imagine doing a Jub Jam without you guys. Thank you so much for coming over and playing. Yeah, high elbows all the way around, and let's do this again sometime soon, and hope for better days ahead and a day where we can all gather together and play in front of 1,000 people again. That would be fun.
Ready.
Awesome. Steve Helms, Bobby Duncan. Bobby, good to see you again from New Jersey, and Michael Padgett. Three of my buddies from the Texas music scene. We got plenty more to come. We got Jason Eady, Courtney Patton, and up next, we've got Matt Hillier from 1100 Springs. Y'all know him?
Oh, yeah. How did you get that guy?
Everybody knows Matt. Matt's coming up next. Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam, presented by Gilley's Ace Hardware and Lon Smith Roofing on Facebook Live and right here on 96.7 1310 The Ticket. Welcome back to Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam 2020, presented by Gilley's Ace Hardware, Lon Smith Roofing. I'm George Dunham, 96.7 1310 The Ticket. Thanks to Steve Helms, Michael Padgett, Bobby Duncan for being with us. We still got Jason Eady, Courtney Patton, Brady Black from the Randy Rogers Band. We've got Matt Boggs from Prophets and Outlaws, and the Bird Dogs will be here too. We'll talk about them here in a little bit because we've got the stage set right now, and we're doing all this for the Senior Source of Greater Dallas. Be a part of the auction at theSeniorSource.org. You can also text Jub Jam to 56651 and make a donation tonight to help the organization that helps our elderly here in the North Texas area. Well, the stage is now occupied by some of my favorite dudes from 1100 Springs. Matt Hillier, Jordan Hicks is fiddle player, Hendricks, sorry. Who's Jordan Hicks? He's a linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles, actually. You don't, have you ever played linebacker before, Jordan? I had you in the NFL there just for momentary time. Matt Hillier, thanks for being here.
Really, really glad to be here, George. Thank you for having
really
us.
Appreciate it. We have, I've known you for a while, but not really known you. I've been a big fan, kind of a fanboy for a long time.
Thanks.
One of my best live experiences was at Dan Silverleaf, seeing you guys play. He killed it on the fiddle. You killed it on the vocals. People were singing every word to every song. Some people were seeing you there that night for the first time because I had several people. Who are these guys? You don't know who 1100 Springs is? They've been around here forever. But you're such a great live band. I love the way you write, and it's an honor to have you part of this here.
That is a whole lot of really nice things you just said, and I really, really appreciate it. And we've been fans of yours for a long, long time. And every time we've been lucky enough to share the stage with you or just come on the radio show or anything like that, it's always a treat for us. And the ticket has always been really a supporter of 1100 Springs for, since we started, really. I always hear about it. Whenever we get, whenever we get,
you don't hear it, you hear about it.
Whenever we get mentions on the ticket, people are always like, "Man, they were talking about you guys on the ticket."
Well, and you survived 10 minutes with Gordon one morning too, so that was pretty good. I was really impressed by that.
I was having a great time. I mean, I have the gift of gab. I can go on for a while.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, how's it been for you? I know it's pretty much the same for every musician. This has been a really rough time. How have you been coping with all this the last 5 months?
Binge drinking. No, it's tough. But we at least have the outlet to be able to get online and do live streaming and sort of stay in touch with our audience that way, which is more than a lot of people have as far as being either out of work or, God forbid, sick. You can always sort of try and find that silver lining and say, well, there are a lot of people who have it a whole lot worse, and at least we have, that outlet to do. But it makes you crazy because this is what we do is, we chose a career that really depends on interacting with human beings, and so that's tough. It'll drive you a little bit nuts, but. The cliche applies. We're all in this together, and just knock on wood, and we'll get back to normal at some point in time.
Well, I know people miss hearing you play, and that's what's great about tonight. We get to have a taste of 1100 Springs with us at Macho Self Storage Jub Jam. I'm going to get out of your way. You play some tunes. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you, George. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to start off with this song. It's on our latest record on State Fair Records, and it was our latest radio single. Made it all the way up to number 5. It's called This Morning It Was Too Late. Daylight crept inside my window like a thief in a cold gray light of dawn. Somehow, without needing to be told, I knew that she was gone. There's a silence so loud, only heard. True love dies away. It's a sound you'll find hanging in the air when there's nothing left to say. Sitting at my kitchen table, staring down my coffee cup alone. Birds sing outside my window, but inside I know this bird is flown. Wish I'd seen it in her eyes, comes all before she taken flight. Oh, but I never saw it coming. Thought I had one more chance to make it right. But this morning it was too late. She moved on like she didn't have another minute left to wait. And I'm rarely ever up this early, so I take the time to contemplate. all the reasons that this morning it was too late. While I'm counting all the things I should have told her, my coffee's getting colder and I don't know why I can't take a drink. The only damn thing I want to do is just sit here and think. Just a little bit more time, she would have seen that I'm gonna change everything to make her stay. If she'd only given me just one more day. But this morning, it was too late. She moved on like she didn't have another minute left to wait. And I'm rarely ever up this early, so I take the time to contemplate all the reasons that this morning it was too late. Yeah, I'm rarely ever up this early, so I take the time to contemplate all the reasons that this morning it was too late. Nice job, Jordan. All right. Well, we're glad to be here. As George said, I'm Matt Hillier, and right here is Jordan Hendricks, and we're with 1100 Springs, and just tickled to death to be part of Jub Jam, and it's for a great cause, and we are honored to be here with a lot of our friends. Yeah, okay. And, George had asked about what you do to sort of cope during these times. Maybe this is what some people are doing. Roll up another joint, one more time to clear my head, and I get right to the point. Better start feeling better and better off dead. Put some ice in a Dixie cup, pass the whiskey over here. Take that joint and fire it up, why don't you fire it up? And if there ain't no whiskey, pass the beer. Got just about $2, but I know someone with 5. I got 50 cents on gas if you agree to drive. We could head on down to the liquor store, find something to cure our ill. Well, if a whiskey won't do it, that cheap wine sure will. Stumble into the liquor store, trying hard not to fall. $1.50 for a bottle of wine, staying drunk all the time. Know just what I'm looking for. Thunderbird will do just fine. Show 'em how it's done, Jordan. Just about $2, but I know someone with 5. I got 50 cents on gas if you agree to drive. We could head on down to the liquor store, find something to cure our ill. Well, if a whiskey won't do it, that cheap wine surely will. Stumble into the liquor store with $1.50 for a bottle of wine. I said a bottle of wine, you know, a bottle of fine wine. Know just what I'm looking for. Thunderbird will do just fine. All right. Good times, good times. I hope people are out there partying. You know? It's a party song. All right, this next song is a song that I co-wrote with some friends of mine. And not just to be a shameless name dropper, but I do mention them because I couldn't have asked for a better group of guys to write a song with Max Stalling, Mark David Manders, and Dave Perez of the Mighty Tejas Brothers. And we had a heck of a day one time in Mexico, sitting up at this place called the Sky Bar, and imbibing inspiration, and we came up with this right here. If these old bones could talk, they'd say we came from Waco, Texas. It was a different time, different kind of game. Cadillac green Marbolette that aged slightly yellowed, and the box is torn and tattered, but the memories still remain. Hickory smoke above and an old dog on the floor. A piece of chalk on a black slate tabletop for keeping score. Old friends, the stories of the places and the ones they love, all the secrets they'd unlock if these old bones could talk. First time these bones left the box, a young boy built a castle. Set 'em up and knocked 'em down just to watch the kingdom fall. First time that the boy left home, he took those same bones with him when he went to fight for freedom on the day his country called. Halfway around the world with dominoes stowed in his gear, he knew a game of 4 to 2 if friends could wash away the fear. Bring back old friends, the stories of the places and the ones they love, all the secrets they'd unlock if these old bones could talk. Next to a picture full of uniforms in the center of a mantle, the young boy asked his father, "Daddy, what's inside this box?" He said, "These are dominoes, my son, and it's time for you to have them. Feel free to build a castle with your brand new building blocks. There may not be instructions that can tell you how to play, but if these old bones could talk, I can tell you what they'd say about old friends, the stories of the places and the ones they love, all the secrets they'd unlock if these old bones could talk." Talk about old friends, the stories of the places and the ones they love, all the secrets they'd unlock if these old bones could talk. If these old bones could talk, they'd say we came from Waco, Texas. Though the players may be different, the game remains the same.
1100 Springs, Matt Hillier,
Yeah, buddy.
and Jordan Hendricks. Man, I'm so glad you played that song.
Oh, thanks.
These old bones could talk that say it from Gainesville, Texas, in my grandfather's barn in his office.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
That's you learn to play by stacking up the dominoes and Man, that's an awesome song.
Thank you very much, man. I really
Take
appreciate
full credit for. Don't give any credit to Max or anybody else on that. Just take full credit for that.
Well, I
song.
do have to give some credit to those guys because amazingly, everybody carried their weight on that little session. Which to get 4 people together with their own styles, that's a lot of different voices to put into it. But it really, there's bits and pieces of everyone, and even Mark David Manders was helpful in the situation.
Is that right? Well, it's brilliant songwriting. Y'all did great.
Yeah,
It's awesome. This is Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam. We're raising money for the Senior Source of Greater Dallas. You can be a part of it tonight. Go to theSeniorSource.org. We've got more coming up from 1100 Springs next on 96.7 1310 The Ticket and Facebook Live. Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam, presented by Gillies, Ace Hardware, and Lon Smith Roofing. I'm George Dunham. Thanks for being with us tonight on The Ticket, America's favorite radio station, and Facebook Live. We're raising money tonight for the Senior Source of Greater Dallas. Still to come, we got Jason Eady, Courtney Patton. We've got Brady Black from the Randy Rogers Band, Matt Boggs. The Bird Dogs will be here too. Thank you all for being here. We got more music coming here from 1100 Springs. Great to have a fiddle. Jordan Hendricks, outstanding fiddle player. Great to have him with you, Matt. And thanks again for doing what you're doing tonight for the Senior Source of Greater Dallas.
Honored to be here and be part of it. Thank you.
You bet. Thank
All
you.
right, cool.
1100 Springs, y'all.
All right. So let's do another one off the latest record. The record's called Here 'Tis. And before we start, I want to reiterate that that we're just really, really thankful to be here, to be able to be part of this, playing for the Senior Source, and that's a really, really good cause, and what they do is quite literally the Lord's work, and we're really thankful to be able to be part of it. So, all right, this one's off the Here 'Tis album, and it's a little Western swing number called Let Me Be Your Man. Jordan's got the kickoffs. Get it going. 1, 2, 3. Call me up when you get lonely, say you'll be my one and only, and I'll drive straight to your house just as quickly as I can. I'll drop what I'm doing if you let me be your man. Well, I don't have a lot of money, and no one thinks my jokes are funny, and I ain't much to look at, honey, but I got a plan. I'll tell you all about it if you let me be your man. Well, now let me be your man, and I won't ask you anymore. I'll do all the driving and I'll open every door. I will love you like I do, I'm your biggest fan, and I'll prove it to you, honey, if you let me be your man. Oh, yeah. I'll fix your gate, no, I won't ever hesitate. Tend your garden every day with a loving hand. We can watch it grow if you let me be your man. Well, the tide is high, the sun is setting, judging by your smile, I'm betting we're getting to the point I reckon that you understand. What happy days are coming if you let me be your man. Well, now let me be your man, and I won't ask you anymore. I'll do all the driving and I'll open every door. No one loves you like I do, I'm your biggest fan, and I prove it to you, honey, if you let me be your man. I prove it to you, baby, when you let me be your man. I really like that last note, Jordan. That was a good one. Yeah, you just put it right in there, man. You always know where to. You always know where to put the good notes, you know. That's what people are always saying about you. All right, this next song, I'll give you a quarter if you can guess what the title is. We like to drink. We like to fight, we like to make noise real late at night. Say you don't like us, or what we do, but I'm back my top bottom daughter, we rock harder than you, 'cause we're from Texas. We don't ever quit. Yeah, we're from Texas, buddy. We're damn sure proud of it. We got tattoos, we got cool cars, we getting free to all the bars. Say you don't like us, just don't get near. Just let your girlfriend kick your ass and drink all your beer, 'cause we're from Texas. We don't mess around. Yeah, we're from Texas, buddy. We're not due to go around. The ladies like us, they hang around. We all got girlfriends in every town. We love them all, from east to west, but no matter where we go, we like Texas women best, 'cause they're from Texas. They do things their way. Yeah, they're from Texas, buddy. That's till their dying day. Yeah, we're from Texas. We don't mess around. Mess around a little bit. Yeah, we're from Texas, buddy. We're not due to go around. Yeah, we're from Texas, buddy. We're damn sure proud of it. Yeah, we're from Texas, buddy. All right, that song's called We're From Texas. It's been a great time being up here and playing for such a great cause, and thanks to George, everybody here. You know, we haven't been around that many people since March. Yeah, but it's cool, and it's really a gift to us to be able to play for you guys, everybody out there, the people that are in this room. We really appreciate it. I can't say that enough. Yeah. And you too. I will leave you this one right here, and it's apropos, if I do say so, if I can use a fancy word, as we're at in a brewery, do a song about drinking beer. Well, my daddy grew up in a small town in Oklahoma. You could say there wasn't much for a growing boy to do, except for drive around town with all of his friends on the weekend and go searching for a case of beer that wasn't 3-2. He used to drive around town in an old 1960 Corvair. Him and all his friends that called us at the BBD. Oh, when I asked him what those three initials stood for, he said, in Bartlesville, beer drinker, son, that's what it means. Well, raise hell, drink beer, that's all there is to do around here. Get your kicks, chasing chicks, hey, we do it every day of the year. He said, one of these days I'm gonna leave this town and you won't find me anywhere near. What fun I keep raising hell and drinking beer. Come on, Jordan, you raise some hell. daddy grew up in a small town in Oklahoma. You could say there wasn't much for a growing boy to do, except to drive around town with all of his friends on the weekend and go searching for a case of beer that wasn't 3-2. He used to drive around town in an old 1960 Corvair. It was a car they called unsafe at any speed. When I asked him what those three initials stood for, he said, Bartlesville beer drinker, son, that's what it means. Well, raise hell, drink beer, that's all there is to do around here. Get your kicks, chasing chicks, hey, we do it every day of the year. He said, one of these days I'm gonna leave this town and you won't find me anywhere near. But when I keep raising hell and drinking beer, yeah, when I keep raising hell and drinking beer. Don't you know that when I keep raising hell and drinking beer?
1100 Springs.
Thank you
Pat
much.
Hillier, Jordan Hendricks. Do you know how many times I've driven my truck and played air fiddle to that song, and done the air dolphin out the window and stuff?
That's a solid reaction. It's better than I played it for a Hungarian diplomat one time, and she didn't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see maybe she wouldn't relate to it, but I relate to that song. I think it's awesome. Relate to you guys, and so many have in the North Texas area. Such a thrill to have you here. When all this is over, can the Bird Dogs open for 1100 Springs?
Every show.
Chase away some of your customers, and then I don't know, have a roofer family reunion or something. I don't know. It'll be a good time.
It sounds like the best time in the world. That's a firm yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thank
George.
you so much, Matt.
Thank you.
And
Thank everybody
Jordan
out
for
there.
being here tonight. 1100 Springs. Check out their music wherever it's sold, right?
Wherever they
it's
sell
sold.
music, yeah.
Yeah. I can't keep up with it these days, but it's available, and you'll love it. 1100 Springs. Thanks for helping out the senior source of Greater Dallas. Coming up, I know you know this duo, Jason Eady and Courtney Patton.
Never heard of them.
Really? Okay. Well, we'll get to the bottom of that. Coming up next from Macho Self Storage Jub Jam, presented by Gillies, Ace Hardware, and Lon Smith Roofing. Welcome back, Macho Self Storage Jub Jam, presented by Gillies, Ace Hardware, Lon Smith Roofing. We're doing this tonight for the senior source of Greater Dallas. Thank you to those who bought tickets, who bought tables. We appreciate it. I'm sorry we're not at Gillies tonight. We're doing the next best thing. We're coming to you from an undisclosed location and bringing you great Texas music for a great cause. You can help out the senior source tonight by texting Jub Jam to 56651. You can also Venmo them at the Senior Source, or go to theSeniorSource.org. Be a part of the auction that's going on online tonight with all sorts of great sports memorabilia. We've got your chance to have the Bird Dogs play in your backyard. We've got Zooms with ticket personalities, all sorts of great things online tonight to raise money for the senior source of Greater Dallas. And, of course, we've got great music. The power couple of Texas music here tonight. We've got Jason Eady and Courtney Patton. Best estimation, I think you're the first married couple to play Jub Jam.
Oh, man, look at that.
How about that little side note there?
Yeah.
Some wondered about Michael Padgett and Steve Helms, so we're still trying to verify
Yeah.
that. But, yeah, I think you are the first married couple that has played Jub Jam, and I appreciate it. Like I told Matt Hillier, who played right before you, I'm such a big fan. And it's such a thrill to have you here tonight. Thank you.
Well,
Thanks,
for having
George.
us. This is also the first time I've ever played from an undisclosed location.
Yeah.
Very secretive.
Yeah. I
we
love
like
it.
to keep
Never
it
done
that
that.
way, just to keep the fans
riffraff,
out, because
yeah.
they would have
Sure,
tried
yeah.
to find you had we released where we
Right.
are tonight. What have you been doing for 5 months? Most of the musicians have the same answer. Just waiting
Painting,
to play.
taking naps,
Yeah.
cooking a lot, drinking
Got
a
some
lot of
projects
wine.
done, some
Yeah,
projects around
yeah.
the house, maybe.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we started a little deal called the Sequestered Songwriters. That's been cool.
I've seen it. It's great. Yeah.
It's a little Monday night deal we've got going online, and that's kept us busy. And yeah,
it.
writing. We've both been writing some songs, so it's good. You kind of, I wouldn't have chosen this, but it's kind of nice to have some downtime.
Yeah, some quality time
That's right.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I asked you this question when we were getting to know each other in Key West, and I was asking, probably just delivering a huge ass whipping and a lot of dumb questions. But one question that I had for you, do you ever, because you both have just amazing voices, Courtney, after a long day, do you say, Jason, will you just sing to me?
No.
No? Okay, what about you? I know your answer has got to be yes, right?
I've never done that, but I have made her, when she comes with something that she's written, I have made her play it about 10 times in a row. That's a real thing.
I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I could listen to y'all just hours on end. I have listened to you for hours on end. And we have great friends here at Jub Jam over the years. It's so great to have Jason Eady and Courtney Patton with us here tonight. Courtney, you going to start us off?
Absolutely.
All right, Courtney Patton, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, here's one about not being tired of each other yet that Jason and I wrote right before quarantine started. Let's have a night like the old days. Turn down an open road, turn up the radio, sing Shenandoah in harmony. Or we'll just stay and let the vinyl spin. There's nowhere we gotta be. Let's have a night like the old days. Picking up kids and doing the dishes and making a list at the end of the day. We know all the things that tomorrow brings, and they're gonna happen either way. Let's make time or we'll lose our mind. Baby, what do you say? Let's have a night like the old days. Turn down an open road, turn up the radio, sing Shenandoah in harmony. Or we'll just stay and let the vinyl spin. There's nowhere we gotta be. Let's have a night like the old days. Taking for granted the seeds we planted. We gotta make time to keep the weeds at bay. The changing of seasons, we each have our reasons, but the truth is the years just slipped away. Let's make time or we'll lose our mind. Baby, what do you say? Let's have a night like the old days. Turn down an open road, turn up the radio, sing James Taylor in harmony. Or we'll just stay and let the vinyl spin. There's nowhere we gotta be. Let's have a night like the old days. Let's have a night like the old days.
I was thinking, we were talking about Max Stalling earlier, and I want to do one that I wrote with Max at our house down in Stephenville. And this song was the title track to my last record, and this is called "I Travel On." Well, I woke up in Monterey with that old need to be on my way. Someday I'll ignore it, but it won't be today. I travel on. It's winter here in New Mexico. on this mountain and I look down below, I can't see the trail. It's covered in snow. I travel alone. Well, I'm out here searching for something I can hold. I don't know what is real, just some stories I've been told. Maybe someday I'll find out somewhere along this road I travel on. I travel on. It's raining in Richmond, and it has been for days. The sun shines tomorrow. I wish I could stay. Maybe that's the reason I gotta go today. I travel on. I'm out here searching for cities made of gold. I don't know what is real, just some stories I've been told. Maybe someday I'll find out somewhere along this road I travel on. I travel on. And I hope that when I finally find you, I'll have a chance to remind you of who I was before I had the mind to travel on.
I love that song very much. Let's do another new one.
Okay.
That I wrote. We were doing that little songwriting thing during quarantine.
Amen. That's Courtney Patton with her husband, Jason Eady. All right, so if you don't sing to each other to make yourselves feel better, can I just come down to Stephenville sometime?
Yeah, we'll
just
sing for you.
Lay on the couch and just
Sure,
the world's better now because of these two voices. Y'all are great. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, George.
When we come back, we're going to hear a special tribute song from you,
Yeah.
and we'll talk a little bit more and hear some more great music from Jason Eady, Courtney Patton. It's Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam presented by Gilley's Ace Hardware and Lon Smith Roofing on the Ticket and Facebook Live. It is Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam presented by Gilley's Ace Hardware and Lon Smith Roofing. I'm George Dunham of 96.7, 1310 The Ticket. Glad to have you with us tonight, whether you're driving around Dallas, Fort Worth, or you're listening some remote outpost. Of course, The Ticket is the most streamed radio station in the world. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
That's
could
pretty
have people
awesome.
listening from Sweden tonight for
love
all
it.
we know. So this is Courtney Patton and Jason Eady. What a couple they are, what voices they have, and we're so glad to have them here at Jub Jam. You know, for the last 9 years, I've had just my friends in Texas music and those that I've reached out to like you. I hope we're becoming friends.
We're
I don't
friends.
know, after this, you may not want to
You're
talk
stuck
to me
with us
again.
now, yeah.
But, you know, made a lot of great friendships in this scene that you are a big part of. And Kylie Ray Harris played the last four. We lost Kylie Ray last fall. And our thoughts are with her tonight and her family, Maria Cruz and her family too. Just an awful, terrible situation.
Yep.
The tribute that you two were a part of in Key West was one of the most beautiful things I've ever witnessed. It was very cathartic for me. I hope it was for you.
It was.
It was. That was about as raw as it gets that
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
That was
a lot.
that was a lot. And right before we started, somebody from the audience had brought up a picture. So Caitlin Butts and Kylie and I were the first show ever at the very first Mile Zero Fest, and so they brought a picture of us up, a big 8x10, and sat it right in front of me. And my eyes started filling up with water, and somebody reached over and just flipped it over because it was that, you know, I wanted to see it, but at the same time we couldn't. I don't think I hardly got through it as it was, but yeah, it was emotional, but I think we all needed it, and especially for those of us like Wade and Jamie and Jason and I weren't able to be at the funeral, and so we needed that too, you know, to be able to sing her songs and be together, so it was very much needed.
Well, I was lucky enough to be in the audience, and it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful thing, and I'm so glad that y'all were a part of that. And that you're a part of Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam.
Yeah.
We got a Kylie Ray Harris tribute song coming up from Courtney. But Jason, you take us away right now. Jason Eady, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I'm going to do a new song. We've been writing a lot during this quarantine, and this one is titled Back to Normal, which you can tell where that came from. We're just waiting for things to get back to normal, so here it goes.
Back in the day, before it all started, I was going my way like I'd always done. Now I'm looking around for my dearly departed, wandering these streets like I'm all alone. What are we doing? Are we getting back to normal? And we find ourselves out in the world again. What are we doing? Are we getting back to normal? And we'll find we're somewhere we ain't never been. I always believed the world had an answer, but now I think that I've been thinking all wrong. The questions I had, well, I never really asked them. The truth is I don't want to know after all. What are we doing? Are we getting back to normal? And we find ourselves out in the world again. What are we doing? Are we getting back to normal? And we find we're somewhere we ain't never been. We believe what we want to. See the photo in the frame. But all those things we hold on to won't ever be the same.
day is a brand new beginning. Ain't that what all the sages say? So every night there's a brand new ending. Tomorrow can't be like yesterday. What are we doing? Are we getting back to normal? And we find ourselves out in a world again. What are we doing? Are we getting back to normal? And we find we're somewhere we ain't never been. What are we doing? Are we getting back to normal? And we find ourselves out in a world again. What are we doing? Are we getting back to normal? And we find we're somewhere we ain't never been. Yeah, we find we're somewhere we ain't never been.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That was really fun.
It is fun. Yeah.
I like your new songs, babe.
Well, thank you. Thanks. I mean, what else is there to do?
This is so true.
That's true.
This is weird, y'all. But don't we look so good? It's the most high quality stream we've ever had.
That's true. That's
Way
true.
to go.
This, for some reason, it looks a little better than just putting an iPhone.
That's because
on
it's the Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam, sponsored by Gillies Ace Hardware and Lawn Smith Roofing. Don't forget, guys, you can text Jub Jam 56651 to donate, right? To Senior Source. Okay, you guys can go to seniorsource.org to participate and bid in the online auction. And you can also Venmo at the Senior Source. Look at that.
Look at that.
It's like I have a background in marketing or
Man,
something.
that's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Hey, man, I don't know if I told you that. That was what I thought I was going to do. Sophomore year in college, I got invited to be a guest DJ as part of my radio broadcast class at college. And I had to show up at 4 o'clock in the morning for the morning show. I did it for 1 week, and I never thought about radio again for the rest of my life.
Try 26 years.
But don't you go to bed so early, George? I don't want to go to bed early. I stay up till 3 a.m. every night. Maybe I'd be the late night lady that sounds like she smokes 27 cigarettes an hour.
Yeah, you could do that.
Hey. Didn't you just have a dream that I turned into that lady?
I did. I really did have that dream a couple nights ago. Yeah. I didn't love that dream.
I know you didn't.
You were riding a little scooter around and smoking cigarettes.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I would never do either of those things. So.
Well, I'm trying to get that image out of my head. So.
Was this, is this helping? I put on makeup today.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
All right. We were talking earlier just about missing traveling around. There's a little song I wrote on an adventure a couple summers ago. I came up here, Calaveras County, looking for a place to call home. All those ghosts where I'd been, they finally found me. I've been out here wandering alone. There's a quiet in the air, there's a breeze off of the mountains, and there's room for a man to be his own. There ain't no strangers here in Calaveras County, at least not any that I've ever known. That trip up from Fort Worth, it was covered in dust, and I almost broke down in Bakersfield. But a man in a multicolored panel OVW bug, he gave me a hand, showed me what was real. There's a quiet in the air, there's a breeze off of the mountains, and there's room for a man to be his own. There ain't no strangers here in Calaveras there's gold in these hills, and after all these years, they still pull it straight out of the ground. And it's easy to hide in Calaveras County. Hide until you're ready to be found. There's a quiet in the air, there's a breeze off of the mountains, and there's room for a man to be his own. There ain't no strangers here in Calaveras County, at least not any that I've ever known. There's a quiet in the air, there's a breeze off of the mountains, and there's room for a man to be his own. There ain't no strangers here in Calaveras County, at least not any that I've ever known. There ain't no strangers here in Calaveras County, at least not any that I've ever known.
All right.
All right. Well, for my last song, I told George I wanted to do this because, not the only reason you called me, but after Kylie passed, her spot on Jub Jam was open, and I think George and Bobby were talking one day, and I don't know if my name got brought up, but I'm really glad it did. And I think I had a good cry with George on the phone that day when he asked me, and nobody can ever fill her shoes, and we've been friends for a very, very long time. I think she was probably still a teenager when both of us met her. And she's been heavy on my heart for the past couple of weeks, and I know it's coming up on a year that we've lost her. So I'd like to do one of my favorite songs of hers and one of the last songs I got to sing with her. What am I doing? Why did I come? Did I dress up for nothing just to sit here alone? While I'm ahead, I think I should quit, 'cause I know trouble when I see it. I waited all day, waited all night, waited till the doors were all locked up tight, waited like I'm waiting snow in July. What do you want me to do? Wait for the rest of my life? No.
Amen. You know, my pastor told me when I had a loss, love gets the final word. And that is proof. Ma'am, that was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thanks for letting me do it.
To the family of Kylie Ray Harris, Maria Cruz, we send that out tonight. And, boy, we couldn't have a better couple here this evening than Jason Eady and Courtney Patton. It means so much to me that you're here tonight to help the Senior Source. Thank you so much.
Oh, Thanks for having us, George.
Yeah, good luck to you, and hope to see you soon. And
so stay in
run
touch.
it back next year.
Yeah, happy Jub Jam, guys.
Okay. Thank you very much. That is Jason Eady and Courtney Patton. We got much more to come. Brady Black from the Randy Rogers Band is here. The Bird Dogs are here. Matt Boggs from Prophets and Outlaws will do that next on Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam here on the Ticket and Facebook Live. Welcome back to Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam, presented by Gillies, Ace Hardware, Lon Smith Roofing, here on The Ticket and on Facebook Live. I'm George Dunham of the Morning Musers. Thanks for being with us tonight. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to those who bought tickets to Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam. Unfortunately, we're not at Gillies tonight, but we're doing the next best thing. We're playing for you online and on The Ticket. Thanks to our performers tonight, Jason Eady, Courtney Patton, Matt Hillier, Steve Helms, Michael Padgett, and Bobby Duncan, who were with us earlier this evening. We're doing it all tonight for the Senior Source of Greater Dallas, and we've done this now for going on 9 years. Luckily, because of my friends in Texas Music, we've been able to raise thousands of dollars, and thanks to you donating over the years, buying seats, buying tables, and tonight, maybe texting Jub Jam to 56651, or you can Venmo at the Senior Source. You can also go to theseniorsource.org and take part in the online auction that we have going this evening. We've had a lot of special guests here. Matt Boggs of the Prophets and Outlaws is going to be with us here in just a bit. The reason the Bird Dogs exist is because years ago I heard a band called the Randy Rogers Band, and they had this fiddle player, Brady Black, and I'd never heard the fiddle played like that before. It inspired me to pick up the guitar again, pick up a fiddle, just not around Brady, because I don't like to play around him. It's kind of like hitting golf balls next to Brooks Koepka or something, but thank you for being here. This is like your fourth Jub Jam. You've been called the world's greatest fiddle player, the world's nicest guy. I think you're both of those. But thanks for being here, man. I really appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate it. You hit golf balls next to me, so it's okay.
That's true. We have hit golf balls next to each other before. How you been? How you been hanging through this?
Man, I'm great. I'm just thrilled to play, to be anywhere, honestly. I'm happy to be here.
We're so glad to have you.
Happy for the Senior Source, and happy to be here with you, buddy.
They love you over the Senior Source. I love you too. Thanks, man. Yeah. Appreciate you being here. All right, these are the Bird Dogs behind me. We got Steve, we got Craig, we got Kevin, we got Pablo, we got Travis, and we're going to play for a few more minutes here on the Ticket and Facebook Live. What have you done during the pandemic? I've cleaned my garage. I got that taken care of. We planted a garden, and I've finished a song with Matt Boggs that we'll play here in a little bit, and I wrote another one too, and that's going to be our first song to kick us off tonight. So thanks again for being with us. Me and my buddies, the Bird Dogs, here at Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam. I feel the time just slipping away. Months of the year by like a day. That bright-eyed, blonde-haired kid, did he go? Look in that mirror and he don't show. Why does it go in the blink of an eye as we watch it all pass by till it fades away? Everything changes, can't stay the same. You work to live, that's the name of the game. Gotta be something out there, gotta be so much more. That's what I think when I walk out that door. Why do the stars shine bright in the sky? We watch them all fly by till it fades away. Well, it passes you by like a rolling stream. Don't get carried away. Don't give up on a broken dream. Make it happen today. Why does it go in the blink of an eye as we watch it all pass by till it fades away? I feel the time just slipping away. The months of the year go by like a day. That bright-eyed, blonde-haired kid, did he go? Look in that mirror and he don't show. Yeah, Mr. Brady Black on fiddle with us tonight. The Bird Dogs, Macho Self-Storage, Jub Jam. Yeah. Hey, that's one we got through without crashing and burning. That's pretty good for the Bird Dogs. Actually, the first one I think to ever hear this song after I wrote it was Brady Black, and he played on this song with this one we recorded it years back. Again, the nicest guy in the world. He comes down and he plays Jub Jam. He records with the Bird Dogs. Do you know what a commitment that takes to record with the Bird Dogs?
Play golf with me.
And to play golf with Brady. It's kind of like that. Yeah. Thanks for being here, man. This is called Day by the River. Sat by the river, you leaned on me, tried to remember the words to your favorite song. I felt so free, like I'd been delivered. You looked at me, never once considered this day only lasts so long. I go back there in my mind, silhouette, sunshine, remember the time, watch the river flow. Now the water was cool, air was still. We walked down by the old grist mill. I asked you, run away with me. Answer came in the form of a smile. The silence lasted for a while. People stared, but didn't see. I go back there in my mind, silhouette, sunshine, remember the time, watch the river flow.
watch it all pass by slowly, softly. I go back there in my mind, silhouette, sunshine. Remember the time, watch a river flow.
With you on a Friday night. We do Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam every year for the senior source of Greater Dallas, and I was introduced to them shortly after the passing of my parents. They went through long-term care to end their life, and luckily they were well cared for. During that time, I always thought about, what about the people who don't have the resources? That's where the senior source of Greater Dallas comes in. So thank you tonight for tuning in. Thank you for donating. Thanks to those who have bought tickets. This is a real special night for me. We started in front of, I think, 200 people. Our first one, we raised like $18,000. Last year we had Pat Green play with us. We raised over $120,000. How much we raised tonight? I don't know. This is all a new model, but it's up to you tonight to help us out. So I hope you can for my friends at the Senior Source. And we do this every year in memory of my parents, Richard, Thomasine Dunham, and this song is for them. I miss their voices. Miss a lot of voices from people who are gone, and it's called Thought It Was You. At the end of the day, stand in space. Thought I heard a familiar tone, and I turned to see your face. Yeah. Been years since you've been gone, but your spirit carries on, and I thought it was you. Thought I heard your voice, was I dreaming this through? I turned around, see if it was true. What would I say? What would I do? But I thought it was you. Not a day goes by you don't cross my mind. And I search my heart memory, not knowing what I'll find. Yeah. Been years since you've been gone, but your spirit carries on, and I thought it was you. I thought I heard your voice, was I dreaming this through? I turn around, see if it was true. What would I say? What would I do? When I thought it was you. Tell me you're proud of the man that I've become. So much to do around here. I got so much left undone, yeah. Yes, you know what you left behind. Wish we could talk just one more time, 'cause I thought it was you. Thought I heard your voice, was a dream and it's through. I turned around to see if it was true. What did I say? What did I do? When I thought it was you. Could we talk just one more time? Thought it was you. Tell me what was that about? Thought it was you. Could we talk just one more time? Thought it was you. Yeah, would you tell me you were proud? Thank you. Mr. Brady Black on fiddle. My parents would have loved that. Hear a fiddle like that. Amen, brother. We're the Bird Dogs. We got more special guests coming up here from Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam, presented by Gillies, Ace Hardware, Lon Smith Roofing. The Prophets and Outlaws are coming up next on the Ticket and Facebook Live. Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam on 96.7 1310, the Ticket, America's favorite radio station, and Facebook Live. I'm George Dunham with my Bird Dogs behind me. And we got some special guests here with us on stage. Brady Black from the Randy Rogers Band. And joining us from Prophets and Outlaws, they played Jub Jam 2 at the Kessler. It's Matt Boggs and Steven Guggenheimer, way back yonder. Matt, how you doing, man? Thanks for playing.
Thanks for having us back. This is awesome.
You've come back and played a couple Jub Jams. I know the people at the Senior Source really appreciate you coming back and hanging out, playing. It's been a lot of fun.
Happy to be back in whatever iteration we can make happen. Like I was telling someone the other day, I just miss hanging out with my friends. So that's what we're doing tonight. So I'm happy.
You guys been playing just a little bit?
We had a couple live streams and a few gigs, but nothing like we usually have going on. So.
Well, we'll count this as a gig tonight. At least for some of the Prophets.
As far as my wife is concerned, this counts.
This is a gig.
Yeah.
Okay, you're missing time at home. Matt just had twins not too long ago.
So this counts.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, it's great to have you here. And Matt is kind enough not only to play Jub Jam, but also take on the prospect of writing a song with me, which, as I've said many times, is kind of like writing with a second grader, but you put up with me. And it's been fun. Somewhere along the way, we put on the last Bird Dogs record. And last November, you and I got together, and we wrote a song that we'll play here in a little bit. And we've shaped it during this quarantine. We're going to play that one here in a second. It's been fun writing with you.
And now it's a bona fide hit.
I think so. At least with 5 people, I think it's a hit. So we'll play that here in a bit. But we wrote this song several years ago, and we recorded it. Matt sang with us, and it's called Somewhere Along the Way. So here we go.
Shots in Memphis, Dallas, and LA. Far too many were
take it too soon? How do we pull through? Somewhere along the way, we lost our soul. Reach back and get it. You won't hear that sound on the radio. How we gonna get it back with some feeling? Words with some meaning. Something to believe in. Something worth dreaming.
Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam. You're listening to us on the ticket. Hopefully you're seeing us on Facebook Live. Thanks for helping the Senior Source of Greater Dallas tonight. I'm George Dunham along with the Bird Dogs. Matt Boggs is with us. Brady Black. Stephen Guggenheimer from the Prophets and Outlaws along with Matt. Brady's from this, what's your band again? Randy Rogers Band. Yeah, that's who. And thanks to all my friends who've been here. Jason Eady, Courtney Patton, Matt Hillier. We had Steve Helms, Michael Padgett, Bobby Duncan back again. He's played all 9 of our Jub Jams here over the years to raise money for the Senior Source. Thanks to Cameron Gott Productions for all their hard work. This would not have happened without Cameron and his crew. Brandon, thank you for all that you've done for Jub Jam this year. It wouldn't have happened without you. Thanks to our crew at the ticket, Jeff Catlin and Dan Bennett. Thanks to Jimmy. I feel like Dick Vitale one night on ESPN said, and tonight for a guy named Jimmy. Okay, that's our sound guy here tonight with Dick Vitale. All right, so Matt and I have written a couple songs together. I think we've attempted a few others, but we finished 2.
These are the best 2.
Yeah, I think so. This is the best we got to offer. We're excited about this song, though. We played it at rehearsal the other night, had a good time with it, and it's called A Little Bit of Love.
It's a good message for writing.
It is a good message. We wrote it before everything got shut down and our world turned upside down, but it is a good message. Just show a little bit of love, right? Such a hurry. There never seems to be enough time. Lots fussing and worrying. Want me to think at the end of the line. Could you listen to each other, care for one another, reach out your hand, do your best to be kind. Just a little bit of love goes a long way, yes it does. Just a little bit of love goes a long way.
Well, I remember when it started, the moment you caught my eye. I knew that I was falling, and let me tell you why. Well, you made me feel good about myself. You understood how to speak to my soul, how to write to my heart. Just a little bit of love goes a long way. Well, just a little bit of love goes a long way. Spread your light around this town. Could you build me up? Don't tear it down. It's not too late for a brand new start. Open your eyes, open your heart. You understood how to speak to my soul, how to write to my heart. Best things in life, ready to be free. Listen in time, I can guarantee. Just a little bit of love goes a long way. Yes, it does. Just a little bit of love goes a long way. Just a little bit of love goes a long way. Just a little bit of love goes a long way. Yes, it does. Just a little bit of love goes a long way. Just a little bit of love, little bit of love, goes a long way. Little bit of love, just a little bit of love, goes a long way. Yes, it does. Just a little bit of love, goes a long way.
Something like that. Thanks again for being with us tonight. Macho Self-Storage Jub Jam presented by Gillies, Ace Hardware, Lon Smith Roofing. You can text Jub Jam to 56651, Venmo us at the Senior Source, or go to theSeniorSource.org. The auction with sports memorabilia, a trip to Waco, stay in a beautiful cottage right down by the silos. You can also Zoom with ticket personalities, all sorts of great items up for bid. All of it tonight goes to the Senior Source of Greater Dallas. Thanks to my friends for being here this evening. Thanks to you for tuning in. Keep it right here on America's favorite radio station. We appreciate you, pal. Thanks for Brady Black for hanging out with the Bird Dogs tonight. Matt Boggs and Stephen Guggenheimer from the Prophets and Outlaws. We're the Bird Dogs. Good night, y'all. This goes out to my brothers and sisters. Rick, Tad, Laura, Nancy. Long-head t-shirt and a faded pair of jeans, you know it through down. Keep on walking. Rust never sleeps under a harvest moon. You can check it out. Keep on rocking. Will it burn out? Will it fade away? Check it. I remember the burned out basement. Sound around me was soft and new. I never found the basement. You were searching for the truth. I was trying my best to be like you. Yeah, be like you.
You were young and I'm wrong. Did the best we could with the time. Keep on walking. Drink up, fill your cup with the promise of a man. Keep on rocking. With a burn out, did I fade away? I remember a burned down basement. Sound around me was so new. I never found a placement. You were searching for the truth. I was trying my best to be like you. Ooh, yeah, be like you. Let's play the blues. side, be on your side. Ain't no reason for you to hide. See, I got this movie, it's playing in my head. Starts in black and white, then it all turns red. Did you find out? Did you fade away? I remember the burned out basement. Sound around me was so new. I never found a placement. You were searching for the truth, and I was trying.
Bird Dogs with some help from Prophets and Outlaws and Brady Black from the Randy Rogers Band. Thanks for being with us tonight on The Ticket, Facebook Live. Thanks for helping out the Senior Source of Greater Dallas. Go to theseniorsource.org. Be a part of the auction. Thank y'all so much and good night.